I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review. This is a PayPal request for Bill Bon Jovi. Thank you so much for that. If anyone's ever interested in sending requests of videos, reviews, or anything else for video topic, whatever, you do it directly via my PayPal or join me on my Patreon. The links to both will be down in the info box. Sorry, a little bit out of it because I just did a live stream where I was ranting on a couple of things of the world of today. But the movie I'm talking about is an anime called King of Thorn, which I've never heard of. Came out in 2009. And I'm not a big anime guy, but I've liked a couple of them. I enjoyed Akira. I enjoyed a good chunk of Fist of the North Star, Ninja Scroll. There's been a few others. And I didn't mind this one. At times it felt a little bit like the movie Pandorum. Although I say I like Pandorum more, but I thought the animation was well done. The voices, there's always shaky with dubbing in anime, but it was alright. The setup of the film, it takes place in a time when the human race is in grave danger of this disease. To serve stuff of today. In this case, it's something called the Medusa virus. So pretty much they get a group of people, like 160 people, and they're going to put in this hibernation in this facility, and there'll be hopefully vaccines, things of that nature, things will get better, yada yada yada. And then our characters wake up. They don't know what's going on. There's all these weird vines everywhere. And then the shit hits the fan. Where these bat-type creatures come in and kill a bunch of them. And then you have about 7 people left. You have our lead character, who... girl with glasses, looks like she'd be the star of a fucking hentai or something. You got one girl that I think she was a nurse, maybe not. You have one guy who's a cop. You have a little kid. You have this guy who you find out is a scientist. You have the dickhead who's the senator, this politician type, and then you have the badass who's a soldier. And pretty much it's the 7 of them going through this facility, dealing with these creatures, whether it be dinosaur / demon. Like, imagine if a dinosaur and a demon fought. That's what some of these creatures look like. And I didn't mind some of the designs. I enjoyed some of the animation, some of the action sequences. I like the look. It's weird to say atmosphere for an anime, but I like the atmosphere of the facility. That was, I thought, one of the better parts of the film. I mean, the characters, you get to know a little bit about some of them, especially the main character. There's a little bit twists and turns with her. Some of the action scenes work. For example, there's a sequence, a little bit, you see the POV of the soldier as he's shooting these creatures while saving this girl from getting killed. with that said, I liked the film okay. Maybe because I'm not a big anime guy. It felt... I don't know what rating this was. It seemed like a film that I would like to have been a lot more violent. Maybe because I've seen a lot of animes and I'm... could be wrong, but it seems like they're normally known for their graphic violence. It's not really the case here because you have... There's some blood. Granted, there's some blood. But it's not epically gory like an Akira or a Ninja Scroll or Fist of North Star or anything of that note. I think there's another anime, I don't know what it's called, that's supposed to be similar to Ridley Scott's Alien. Maybe I'll check that out one day. But I don't know what it's called though. Like I said, there's a couple alright graphic moments. Just pulled through this elevator like a wishbone. But I would like to have been a bit more graphic, crazier with the violence. The characters, I wouldn't say I was gun-ho fantastic in my feelings on the characters. Maybe because of the English dubbing. Maybe that's the thing, if I had watched the version with just subtitles. But the guy who's the cop, he's African American. The way he talks is a little bit stereotypical. You're waiting for him to say honky. What are you talking about, honky? Just the way, it's like, oh, okay, that's a bit weird. Especially what's going on today. I also got tired of this fucking narration of this one girl talking again and again and again about this the story of Sleeping Beauty. I get why the story is pertinent to this when you get to the third act, but I just got on my nerves, this constant fucking narration. This was the same concept of the Sleeping Beauty story. Like, I get it. You only had to do it one time, not consistently. So really I was watching, mainly enjoying the location, the artwork, the animation, the look inside this facility that they're in, the different kinds of monsters, the bits of action sequences. And then, spoiler alert, starting now spoilers, you find out that there was an experiment dealing with the power of dreams, and your dreams can form reality, and the dreams can be brought to life. Just throughout the film, you hear the kid going, oh, that's like my creature from my video game. Although I don't know what the others conjured up, as in the nurse or the cop or the senator or the doctor. I keep saying senator, I think he was a senator. I didn't see them and their dreams becoming reality. Mainly it was, I guess the kid made up all these monsters. And also the soldier, in the third act, I was getting confused because there's a girl that he knows who didn't kiss a shit out of him. And then they're trying to sort of explain everything. I just got lost in her explanation. It was a bit too convoluted for my taste. Maybe that's my fault for being too dumb. I can accept that, but it just seemed a bit too convoluted. With the lead girl, I kind of understood her story, where you find out that at the beginning of the film, there's her and her sister. Well, you find out that the girl that we've been following throughout the entire film is not a real girl, because in flashbacks, the two sisters were talking. The girl who was going to get on into this facility, she was freaking out. She had also previously tried to commit suicide. She was infected. She was out of it. She commits suicide. Her sister sees it. Then the guys come out. Apparently they didn't know what the fuck happened. They just go, oh, I'm sorry, you almost fell. So they think that she's her sister. So she puts on her sister's glasses, gets in, and then I guess because of this experiment where dreams become reality, she brought back her sister. And that's the terror we've been following. While that sister has been sleeping the whole time, sort of controlling things. I don't know, out of all of them, I guess she's the one that will control stuff the most. I'm like, well, wait a minute. The little kid made up all the monsters. But I guess she's the one, her anger for what happened with her sister, that's why there's all these thorns. Hence that's how Teen Thorns, there's all these thorny vines everywhere. And by the end of it, it's the girl, this little kid, and the soldier dies of his wounds, and so it's the fake girl and this little kid, they walk off. And then I'm like, well, wait a minute, what about is the virus still out there that we at the beginning of the film? Are they, what's going to happen with them? Like, I don't know, just something about the third act just bothered me. Either it was just a bit convoluted, and I'm trying to dot all the I's, cross all the T's. And I guess for me, I honestly would have liked it a bit more simple. Like, even Pandorum I understood more than this. And again, I didn't really get a huge love into the characters. I wish the movie was a bit more visceral with its violence. I don't know the rating for this. I'd be surprised if this was PG-13. If this is rated R, I think it's a soft R. But like, I mean, it was interesting to see an anime that reminded me of Pandorum, which is a film I do like. I think I reviewed it long ago on here with Dennis Quaid and Ben Foster. And there's a couple good action bits and monster designs, and I like the facility, the look of it. It wasn't that long. It wasn't a tough sit through. It's not one of the worst movies ever. I don't even think it's that awful of a movie. It was worth a watch. I would never see it again. I would say if you're really into anime, yeah, give it a look. As a guy who's not really big in anime, maybe there's stuff for me lost in translation. But like I said, I didn't hate the film or anything. It was, I would say, decent. Decent at the end of the day. But that's just my opinion. But with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. And we will see you in the next video. Later.